This is Perth Alicar with Winds of Praise 98.7 KWPB-LP Newport. You're listening to Modern Parables, simple stories that still speak, inspired by the words of Jesus. Jesus once said, "A farmer went out to sow his seed. Some fell along the path, some on rocky ground, some among thorns, and some on good soil." You can find that story in Matthew chapter 13 in the Bible. This is a modern retelling called The Message. The flyer had been through the rain, its edges soft, the ink smudged, but you can still read the words, "You were not forgotten. There's more to your story." It fluttered from a lamppost, came loose in the wind, and began a journey through 4 lives. Jordan sat on a cold bench. Summer faded, autumn had come and gone, and now winter finally crept in, and so did something heavy into his heart. He hadn't said it out loud, but lately he'd been wondering if anyone would even notice if he didn't come home, if he just stopped showing up. He watched the flyer land at his feet. "You are not forgotten. There's more to your story." He almost laughed bitterly at the coincidence. "Yeah, right," he whispered, kicking it away. It tumbled down the street like all the other things that slipped through his hands. And that's where it left him, sitting on the path, heart too trampled to let anything grow. Tessa found the flyer, taped to her locker. She read it once, smiled, and tucked it in her notebook. She'd just gotten baptized the week before, full of fire and new hope. But the comments came quick. "Oh, you're so religious now. Guess you think you're better than us." Each jab chipped away until the heart turned to embarrassment. By the end of the month, she stopped bringing her Bible to school, and she deleted that verse from her bio. The seed had sprung quickly, but the roots never went deep enough. The flyer fell out of her notebook on the way home and drifted into the street. Caleb found the flyer on the cafe floor while scrolling through his social feed. He was an artist, talented, ambitious, and always chasing the next burst of attention. He read the words, "There's more to your story." He thought about it for half a second. Then he folded it into his sketchbook and forgot about it. Months later, his art went viral, but the comments that lifted him up also started to cut him down. The stress, the comparisons, the endless noise. He still prayed sometimes, quick, distracted ones, usually about followers or finances. The seed was there, but so were the thorns. And unfortunately, the thorns always won. Naomi was cleaning up the beach after youth group one evening when she found the flyer. Creased, weathered, but still legible. She smoothed it out against her knee and read the words aloud. "You are not forgotten. There's more to your story." She smiled. It wasn't for her, not this time. She knew exactly who needed to hear it. Naomi slipped the flyer into her pocket. The next day, on her way home, she saw someone sitting on a park bench, shoulders slumped, eyes heavy. It was Jordan. He looked like a man carrying too many invisible weights. Naomi didn't know his story, but she knew the one who did. She hesitated, then walked over and sat beside him. "Hey," she said quietly, handing him the flyer. "I don't know why, but I think this might be for you." Jordan took it, slow, unsure, and read the faded words. His throat tightened. For the first time in a long time, he didn't feel completely alone. He didn't know it yet, but the seed finally landed on good soil. The message that drifts through this story is not from a flyer. It's from God. He still sows His word into every kind of heart, even the ones that feel walked on, shallow, or tangled in thorns. He doesn't give up when it doesn't grow the first time. He keeps sowing, again and again, and again and again, until one finally takes root. If this story spoke to you, if you've ever felt unseen, forgotten, or too far gone, remember, you are not forgotten. There's more to your story. Share this story with someone who might need that reminder. You can listen again or pass it along at youtube.com/Winds of Praise, and you can tune into our live stream at windsofpraise.com, or find us on Spotify at Winds of Praise. This is Perth Alicar with 98.7 KWPB-LP Newport, reminding you that even the smallest seed of hope can grow into something that changes a life. Maybe even your own.